Up YouTube, Fabrician here. This is part 2. I realized there was so much stuff that I completely forgot on. Went to my friend Shannon's house, got another cigarette, the one that I mentioned in the previous video. Hold up. And I got my earbuds. They're nothing special, but they're mine, and that's what matters. So, this is part L2. Alright, okay, hold up. Shannon's boyfriend was at her house. He told me he was going to be my 100th subscriber, so I'm going to annoy the shit out of Shannon and tell her to keep telling him to subscribe until I get 100. So, alright, part 2. Let's jump back into this video. So, jump! Okay, that was really lame. I can do better than that next time. That was a shitty jump. Alright, so, part 2. Let's talk. The aspect of jail, how it was, you know, the food. I'm sure a lot of people wonder about the food. Our food wasn't too bad. You know, we got fed 3 times a day. You didn't have to go out for any meal you didn't want to. You know, it was scheduled, like, meals, you know, like, you always got them. You know, like, what was I gonna say? Like, the meals were the same every week, so you knew what you were getting. And it was all relatively actually okay. You know, like, we'd have cheeseburgers, not like actual cheeseburgers, but, you know, like school food. That's basically kind of what it was like. You know, like, we got pudding, just some stuff like that. You know, it wasn't too bad to actually have. Like, I'm not saying I would have stayed there, but, you know, like, I mean, if there was a worse place to be, I would rather be there. I just keep switching hands because I'm never sure which side I want to hold my phone and my cigarette with. Right now I'm using this little pop socket. It's got a little American flag on it, so, you know, America, fuck yeah. I do editing and all, but I don't like doing editing. I just like being in the moment, taking the video, uploading it. All right, let's get back on the subject. I am getting super fucking distracted. Let's see, what else? I mean, like I said, you know, the food wasn't too bad. We got canteen twice a week if we wanted it. The visits, now it's not face-to-face, it's not even through a glass, it's through a little computer screen in the dorm, and you just sit there. They're about 30 minutes long, and it was really nice to be able to see my family. You know, I got to see my mom, I got to see my brother, I got to see my grandma. Those were the only 3 people that would come and visit me, not out of, like, you know, because I didn't have any friends. I mean, kind of had friends, kind of didn't, but because, you know, those were the only people that I really wanted to see me in that situation. And even so, I didn't even want them to see me in that situation because it hurt, you know. Showers. They do not shower together. We'll stress that right now. I don't know how some prisons work. I'll get to that in the next video. I know I said in the next video it would be a prison video, but this one's going to be about jail still, part 2. The showers were, it was about, let's see, I think it was 8 showers, top and bottom of the rock, and they were like little push buttons. You know, you hit the button to make the water come out, kind of like at a beach. You know, when you're washing off your feet, it's kind of like that. The water wasn't too bad. You know, it was always decently warm, if not hot. But if it wasn't in the showers, then it was cold. So that kind of sucked. Played a lot of cards. I learned how to play so many games. I learned how to play a bunch of poker games. I learned how to play, you know, Texas Hold'em, Pyramid, Scorpion, Tic-Tac-Toe, Follow the Bitch, which, if you don't know, it's something about a queen, you know, whatever follows her is a wild. I learned how to play spades. I hate spades. After 13.5 months of playing spades, I never want to play it again. I learned how to play cutthroat. I learned how to play hearts, dirty hearts specifically, and I love hearts because if you shoot the moon, for those of you that know how to play, you would have to drink cups of water. You'd have to drink 2 cups of water or do 50 push-ups. Well, needless to say, the first time that which I'm still going to say, the first time that I played the first night, because I didn't know how, I kept letting the person next to me shoot the moon, so I drank something like 18 cups of water. I was up all night constantly using the bathroom. It sucked. I I read a lot of books. I probably read something out of the 6 months that I was there. I probably read about, I want to say probably around 80 books, which may not sound like a lot, but to me that is a lot, because, you know, that's roughly about 2 books a day, or a book every 2 days. Sometimes, you know, I would take a break for like a week and read, you know, like 2 or 3 a day, and then just take a break. Let's see, the people weren't too bad. You know, I was in what was called an honor pod because, you know, the people there were, you know, behaved. They didn't like to do stupid stuff. My cigarette's going out. There we go. They, you know, they didn't like to do stupid stuff. I did see a couple fights, which was pretty, you know, up there for me, because I had seen fights in school, but I'd never seen, you know, grown men fight besides on YouTube, like with World Star and shit. Shout out to World Star, I guess. I don't know. So, you know, that was vaguely really crazy for me. I almost saw my friend Patrick get in a fight because somebody kept calling him a bitch, somebody kept calling him a pussy, and they pulled out the chair from under him. But, you know, he realized that it was better to, you know, not go the drastic route, fight somebody, and get sent to lockup. So, you know, he calmed down. The other dude ended up leaving, and everything was all right. But it was still, you know, really crazy because it happened literally right next to me. We were sitting there watching TV, and it just set off. See, I played Dungeons and Dragons while I was in there. I played Dungeons and Dragons. I played Magic the Gathering. I met a really cool guy named Ben, and he had invented his own game called Rifter, which is kind of like a mix between Skyrim, Dungeons and Dragons, and Elder Scrolls. And we played that, but it was, you know, all on paper. And I played that for like 2 or 3 weeks on end. Just woke up, went downstairs, ate a honey bun, played the game. You know, and we'd do that for all of rec. We'd go out from 8 in the morning till 11:30 in the morning. Then we'd go out from 1 till 5, and then we'd go out from 7 to 10:30. So, you know, we were out for a good bit part of the day. I'm sorry that it is so noisy. A lot of cars passing right now. But, let's see. You know, it was definitely a learning experience from me. Am I glad that I went? Yes, because it taught me to be a better person. It taught me not to do all the stupid stuff that I was doing out on the street. It taught me, you know, where I don't want to be in life. That is a place I do not want to be in life. That place sucks. Prison is way worse. Is it about to rain? The drop of water just comes, I don't know. Alright. But I mean, overall, you know, I could have been in a worse place. I'd heard about many other jails here in South Carolina that are terrible. And it, you know, it really put it into perspective for me of what I do not want to do in life. And that is a place that I don't want to be. I don't want to go back there. I want to take a minute to shout out some of the people that have wrote me since I've been back and while I was gone. My friend Tiffany from up in Ohio. If you're watching this, hello. I saw your comment. I did comment back. I did like your comment. You said that you would be excited to see more videos, and I hope that you are excited to see these videos. I hope you're excited to see that I am, you know, becoming a better person. I've known Tiffany since I was a young man, like 5. And, you know, we haven't stayed in contact all these years, but, you know, I'll always know her and she'll always know me, and we'll always be, you know, friends. You know, I don't know if I can go to her with my problems or anything like that, but I know, you know, that she'll always be a good friend and always support me and, you know, what I need. I want to shout out a guy who actually just commented to me or sent me a DM yesterday on Instagram, _hi_DE_. And he is all the way out in Germany. So that felt really, really cool. He sent me a message. He said, you know, I want you to tell you that I support your videos. You've got fans all the way out in Germany. So, you know, keep up the good work. Keep doing you. You know, can't wait to see you smoke again. Trust me, bro. I can't wait to smoke again either. And yes, for all those that are watching, come a year. December, we'll probably do 15th. There will be a blunt video on here. I promise you that. I promise you. But for a year, because I'm on parole, I'm going to keep my nose clean. I'm going to do good. I'm going to get 2 jobs. I'm going to go apply to Georgetown Tech, get my 2 years there, get my bachelor, and then I'm going to go hopefully, you know, to a college around here, or maybe do an online college to get my degree in psychotherapy so that I can be a therapist, you know, help out with people. I might have mentioned it in videos that I want to do that before, but, you know, I just really like helping people. I like talking to people. I like, you know, seeing people do good. And, you know, I just want to help make the world a little bit of a better place if I can. Back on the subject of jail. If you guys are ever thinking about doing something stupid, I know this is obviously not going to be, you know, the first place you come to when you're thinking about doing something stupid. But take my word on this, guys. You do not want to go to jail. It is really not fun. It is really bad. There's you know, there's a lot of places that you don't want to go. Hey, man. And that is one of them. You know, you can do so much more with your life. You can become a better person. And that is not a place that you want to go. Obviously, you guys know this. Obviously, you guys have heard it 100 times, I'm assuming, by your parents or by your friends. Don't do that stupid shit. Don't hang around with the people that you think are doing stupid shit. Do not go to jail. You know, you're going to lose a lot of people that you thought were your friends. And, you know, I still consider some of my best friends my best friends. My friend Lizzie, I still consider her my best friend, even though we can't talk now. By law, we're not allowed to talk. Sean, I can't talk to Sean. He was my best friend. He was my brother. You know, he lived in my house. We wore the same clothes. We ate the same food. Like, we were really close. And now we can't talk. And that really does hurt. Like, in a really strong aspect, because he was my best friend besides Lizzie. Like, you know, I've known Lizzie for going on 5-6 years now. I met her in 8th grade. And Sean, I met last March. Last March, yeah. Just before I started doing the YouTube videos, and, you know, he started doing them with me. Actually, just around the time that first video went up, the intro to the Febreze Blunt vlog, that was probably about 3 or 4 days before I met him, if I hadn't met him already. Like, I met him in my first week when I had moved down to Garden City, and he was really awesome. You know, we became really good friends, and now we're not allowed to talk, all because of what I did, because I went to jail. And I lost a lot of friends. I lost a lot of good people. Now, a lot of people have seen that I've changed, that I've become a better person, and I've gained some new friends. You know, I've rebuilt the bridges with some old ones. My friend Julie that I talked about in the part 1 video, my friend Patrick's girlfriend, we hated each other. Like, we were bitter enemies. We didn't want to be in the same room with each other. We didn't want to look or talk to each other. None of that. But, you know, she saw that I wasn't as bad as a person as she might have thought I was, and I realized that she wasn't as bad as a person as I thought she was. And, you know, we mended our problems, and we became really good friends. Right now, she is, I consider her my best friend. You know, we're still building up to that. But she is a really cool person. You know, we talk almost daily. And that's really weird for me, because you realize who your true friends are, who's there for you and who's not. Because there was a lot of people that said that they would write me. Now, I can understand, you know, some of my friends like Shannon, whose house I just went and got my earbuds from. She didn't write me because she doesn't write. I know how she is. I know she wouldn't write me. But I know at the same time she's still going to be one of my best friends. My friends, Izzy and Jackie, they do not talk to me anymore. They consider that our friendship was in the past. And Izzy has been probably a friend that I've had since about 2nd grade. You know, she was a really close friend to me, but because of what I did, I lost her as a friend. I lost a lot of good people, but I've also gained some new people. You know, I've cleaned out the people that I did not need to be hanging around with. And for that, I am grateful, because it means that I can go farther in life. It means that I'm not going to be around people that'll get me into trouble. And I don't really know. Basically, jail sucked. Prison's worse. Like I said, I'm going to be getting into that in another video, probably tomorrow or the next day when I go out and go walking again. This is what I do every day now. I go out and I walk, I clear my head. by smoking a cigarette. Smoking is bad for you kids. Probably don't take my example on that. Smoke weed though. Hey, keep smoking weed, you know. Make that shit smell like flowers. But I look back on my videos every day. I go back through my Instagram, I go through my Snapchat memories, and you know, I see all the people that I did have, and I see all the people that I'm no longer friends with, and it hurts. It really does. All because I made that stupid mistake. So I hope you guys will listen when I tell you, if you think that you're in the wrong crowd, get away from them. You know, you've probably got better friends. Go be friends with those better friends. Go make some better friendships. Go have a longer, successful life. Don't end up in jail. Don't go to prison. It is not the place that you want to go. I can say that, you guys can hear it, but hopefully, you know, me talking about it, I know I say it wasn't that bad and all, but I had to stay away from my family. I didn't get to, you know, see my family besides on visits, and I had to deal with things like my brother, ask him where I was at, you know, and my family had to tell him I was in summer camp, and one of the most heartbreaking things that he said was, but wait a minute, it's not summer, because this was, you know, middle of the winter. And that broke me down. I cried. I remember going up to my room and crying, and people kept coming up to me and asking me, they're like, you all right? You know, it's only going to get better. It's going to be hard, but, you know, it'll be all right. And I just remember that, you know, that killing me. So I just want to say, if you guys are out there and if you're listening, don't do no stupid shit. Be better. And that's really about it. That's all I can say. I know I'm being really repetitive, but I just can't stress it enough. So I will see you guys in the next video. The next video will be the prison video. That'll probably be a part 1 and a part 2 also, because I have a lot to talk about from that one. And I will see you guys in the next video. Make that shit smell like flowers, guys.